I think with personal branding, it's never, ever going to stay the same. Because you're always going to have an experience in life. You're always going to have to change. And I think one of the most important things is to have some flexibility and continue to evolve who you are and what you stand for. To be true to yourself, you've got to figure out what's core to you. Hopefully things like integrity, ethics, honesty, genuine, compassion and passion for what you do. Those are like core attributes. How you market that and how you present that as a brand is all going to depend on who your audience is, right? Fair statement? So resumes, right? We've all written resumes. I see lots of resumes. Resumes are really incredibly tough for anyone to stand out on a resume. But I can tell you what not to do on a resume. Don't have it really crowded. Don't use single spacing. Utilize your white space, right? Because sometimes you get resumes and literally, if I open it up and it's all dense text, I can't read it like that. I do not have the attention span to actually sit and get through that. So I always look for consistency and formatting, and I'm always really funny, like I'll look at a resume, I'll start from the bottom up. I'll go right to the bottom, I'll see where did they end. Did they leave off a big chunk of job history? How did they do in school? Always look for things that people started and finished, right? That whole consistency. I look for formatting that's crisp and clean and that's appealing. So when you write your resume, it's not a novel. This is not everything you've ever done. This is all about kind of giving the highlights. So the resume is literally just open the door to get you in there. It's the same thing as your elevator speech. An elevator, unless it's a really big building, is going to be pretty short. It's just enough to get them interested to want to have more of a conversation. Make sense? There's not, at the end of the day, if you genuinely care about what you're doing, I think you guys will agree with this, you're going to do a better job. And that's why it goes back to what I was saying earlier about, well, I'm making money, but I'm not happy. You've got to find what you're happy and you're passionate about, what you really care about. If you care about interacting with people, then find a job that does it. If you love not interacting with people and you like working with numbers or computers or whatever it is, but you have to fundamentally care because you will stand out from the crowd. There's nothing more impressive than someone that is on time for work, they've got a positive attitude, they're showing that they care, they're learning, they're participating, and you have to participate, you have to learn, you have to put yourself out there. It's like skiing, if you don't fall down, you're not trying hard enough. You have to, that's the only way you grow in a good fashion. If you can do those things, you will stand out elevated from the crowd, and then you're going to be tapped for your next opportunity. Hey, we think this person's really sharp. We would like to see them in this role over here. And then your career is going to skyrocket from that, but you've got to build your sort of base layer around that, and then continue to evolve yourself. And I'm telling you, just by listening and watching others, you're really going to figure out what you like about managers and supervisors, what you don't like. It's like your professors. If you were going to go be a professor tomorrow, you would look at all the professors you've had that taught you in your 4 years doing that, and you would try and pull traits out of all of them and figure out what you would want to be. And then to what not to do, you'd pull traits out of a lot of them and say, I don't want to do this. This is not who I am. I don't want to be the person that lectures for an hour straight and never lets anyone talk, right? I wouldn't want to run my classroom that way or whatever it is. So